Hello, beautiful blessed souls. How y'all doing? Welcome to Brainy Twin Gemini. If you're new, welcome. We'd love for you to be part of our soul tribe and our loving vibe. If you're returning sub, thank you so much for all your support, your love, your likes, your comments, your subs. It truly means the world to me from the bottom of my heart, and I appreciate and love you all so very much. A little bit about me. I channel energy in a journal each day, and I strictly flip these cards out of my own entertainment purposes. What resonates, resonates. What doesn't, just simply pack it away in your pocket. Not everything is going to resonate. I too am a twin in physical reunion with mine. We went through a physical separation, and by the grace of God, we navigated our way back to each other on this earth, our planet. So I'm doing something a little bit differently because I've had multiple requests. I'm going to do masculine energy, feminine energy, and what, if they could say anything, merely just a message, what would they say? And then the overall energy of this beautiful dynamic connection. I do 4 cards, 4 being my birth number. And at the end of this message, I will do 2 beautiful, loving messages for each of you, because my beloved is birth number is 2. So I want to incorporate that number into this beautiful message. Again, merely just a messenger. This is just a snippet of the stuff that I've wrote. I've got books and books of what some sacred messages that were given to me, and I firmly believe they're meant for you. I really do. When I embarked on this journey many years ago, a few years ago, I guess it's been about 3 now, I was just given these obscure messages from pen to paper, and the pen takes a life of its own when it hits the paper. And these messages, as I said, they're very absurd and obscure at the time, and they're just, I guess it's just knowledge and wisdom, and I'm feel very, very blessed. Each day, as I said, channel the energy in the journal, meditate in the bath to get some more energy to put back in the journal. So it's a process. I bless every deck before I touch them or deliver the message. So that being said, I'm going to get started. And for the remainder of this week, if you comment, subscribe and like, and if you're a new sub, just simply comment in the comment section. I'm going to give away a deck of these cards. So on Friday, I will announce the winner of these cards, and then we'll figure out the logistics on how I can get them to you. I've been blessed with a very special gift, and gifts are meant to be given. So I want to give you those. And then for the remainder of this calendar year, 2022, I will be selecting 2 lucky viewers each week for a free message. So that will be next week and for the remainder of the year, bearing in mind that this is a very busy time of the year for some blessed souls. So it will likely head over into the new year, and I will be doing this every week. From after this week, I will be doing it every week. So I'll be picking 2 viewers and providing 2 free messages to, and I just put it into a random pick pool and audit based on that. So with that being said, let's go through some of the energy in the journal. I always leave stuff out for shits and giggles, I guess, because it's crazy how the cards always resonate with the journal. So I have messages, very good messages today. Very, very good. The energy is amazing. I'm so happy for all of you. There's one call out, and I don't know who this is for. Again, I don't know who these messages are for. But good things are on the horizon. So good things are on the way, and I'm very happy. Many of you have an abundant mindset, and there's a huge flow of abundance coming, and you're coming into harmony with the universe, and you're enhancing relationships. But and the number I see is, numbers I've been seeing is 888, 444, and 777. Again, I don't look at it, just to give you I'll look at the views and it'll be 777. So it's like divinely guided at that time. Any other time it could be 778, but it's just when I do like these things, and 717 has been very prevalent in the last week or so. So Beautiful. Love it. And this one, I don't know. So sometimes I get up at obscure times in the morning and I feel like that's when I get the most powerful messages. And this morning when I woke up, it was about 4 a.m. and I get these very strange words, and the word today was nefarious. And I don't think I've ever used that word in a sentence in my entire life. And I'm like, what is this nefarious? Why am I just spewing out this word? It's the moment I wake up. And so I went and looked up the definition. And the definition that came up was it's like criminal activities and morally bad and just ethically wrong. And I don't like to use this word I very often, but evil. So there's some form of criminal activity, or someone's behaving morally bad, or it could even be who you're listening to. They could be engaging in criminal activities such as or fraud. So I'm going to get started. What I'm going to do masculine energy first, because that's predominantly what I channel. And then I will do the message to the feminine, and then I'll put all the cards back in the deck and do that message. So again, to be put into this draw for the free deck, just kindly subscribe, like, or comment. And if you're an existing sub, just comment. And good luck to you all. My beloved and I spent quite some time doing these cards as we endeavored the journey. So this is masculine, what's in their heart space. Cannot believe this. So as of the moment, and we live in the moment. One thing I do want to say that I have written down there in the journal too is let the past go and don't be a prisoner of the past. So this is what's in the current heart space of the masculine. And it's 2, so I cannot believe this. I'm sorry, like honestly, I'm a messenger and I cannot believe how this stuff comes out. It's insane. So I just said this in my journal, balance, harmonious. The masculine energy is balancing their energy. They're in alignment with the universe. They have this healthy balance of energy, and this is beautiful. They've been unbalanced for a while, and this journey is about up and down. And I think I might have said this in my message yesterday. It's a teeter-totter ride. So you're up, you're down, and then then you have that healthy balance, and they're stabilized and they're balanced. And there's one other thing I meant to mention in my from my journal too, the heart chakra. So some of you may feel this kind of like blissful fluttering in your heart. Sometimes I can't always articulate the feeling, the energy, but it's a good thing. And you're just in that loving, harmonious balance, and I love it so much. Mask. So the mask is, the masculine energy is peeling away the layers of their false self, peeling away the mask of their false beliefs. And that is because they, like, if you've been listening for a week or two, they went through a very, very terrible tower moment, and the towers just came crumbling down, and it forced them to look at themselves and everything that they've endeavored on this journey so far. And they're just peeling back the layer by layer like an onion, and unraveling who they're truly meant to be, and getting rid of that ego. That ego is a number one interference in this journey, because when they met you, that ego was just I want to say nemesis, problem, noise, because they didn't trust the love in their heart. They were always trying to rationalize it with the venom of the mind, and saying there's no way, there's no way I can love this person this quickly. This is impossible. So their ego and the reluctance to look at their true self at that time forced them to run like hell. Miracles. I resonate this with, and I have this, and I cannot believe, and this is why I'm so happy. I'm speaking so fast. My heart is just racing. Miracle, abundance, things are coming your way. There is, sometimes you don't always see it, but you will feel it. and you'll feel this overwhelming sense of bliss. And there is a miracle coming in terms of abundance, and it's predominantly in the masculine right now. So, and not only that, they've come to the consensus that you are their miracle in their life, and they're just waking up to everything, and it's beautiful. And they travel. I love this. It's a long and winding road. There's mountains, there's challenges, but they desperately want to travel to you and just communicate how they truly feel. They won't come out and just say, "Oh, I love you." It will start very slow, but then it'll end up being very fast and very furious. And they're articulating a very, very nice way to come to you. And for some of you, it will be that miracle you were waiting for. And I love it all so much. So if they could say anything, what would it be? And again, this is to the feminine energy. So this is as of the moment. Live in the moment. I have this message for someone. I'm not sure who it is right now. Someone that has recently departed to the other side is thinking of you, and they are wanting to let you know that they're okay. So this is beautiful. I can't. Love it all. This is such a beautiful message. They're always beautiful, high vibe messages, but this is more so. I always say that every day, but I have never felt love like this before. This resonates with what I was just alluding to earlier. They've never felt this love before when they came into your physical essence, and that is why they were constantly doubting this feeling. And the mind was saying, no, this can't be real. This can't be real. You're just, this isn't, this isn't normal. You shouldn't, fall this quickly for someone. But they've never felt like this before. They've never felt this love in their heart. And despite the circumstances that they're in, these karmic cycles and these lessons that they're meant to learn, you've always been there in their heart. And they can't shake the love that they have for you. And sometimes they just want to. They're like, just why? Like, why can't I get overcome this beautiful soul? Because you're not meant to. You come to each other when you're meant to, and you do all sorts of wonderful things for each other, but they absolutely have not felt like this before. These two go together. I hear and feel you telepathically. So whatever beautiful, loving vibes you're sending out right now, feminine energy, they can feel that. And maybe that's why that heart chakra is like just balancing and opening. Again, this is just a journey, and everyone's journey is different. And there's a lot of nonsense out there, and a lot of people that think they know everything, which they don't. And maybe that's the word nefarious I'm coming up with. I have no idea, but it can close and open back up again. So it just doesn't open and stay open. It's energy. And it depends on what energy field you're living in. If you're living in drama, that heart chakra is not gonna be open. So maybe some of you just need to open it up. Listen to the heart chakra that I have out there. And separation is just an illusion. Break free. We are always together in 5D. So the masculine can hear you. They can feel you. They know. And it's beautiful. And it is merely just an illusion. And I've surrendered to oneself and our love. So they've surrendered. And that is where the mask is very significant. Because once that mask comes off, you break free of everything. Of addiction. Of false belief systems. Of cycles. You just surrender. And just give it to God. And they just have their arms wide open and saying, I'm giving it to you, God. And I know and have faith and have trust in you. And I know what is meant to be will be. So it's beautiful. So now I'm just going to put these cards back in. And let's just see here. These ones go there. And I'm going to do the feminine energy. Okay. So So these cards are back, and I'm going to just shuffle them quickly, and you see how they're shuffled fairly well. This is why I can't, for the life of me, I'm so miffed about how this stuff comes out for my journal. It's too much. Okay, so this is what's in the feminine's current heart space. Aww. Okay, and 3 cards, please. And I'm seeing the animal that I'm visualizing today is a lion, if that means anything to anyone. Aww. Okay. All right. So, feminine energy, you're feeling very nostalgic at this moment. You're reminiscing about the good times, and even sometimes there are bad times. You're very nostalgic about why and what. And what does that mean? It means what happened, why. Nothing, we didn't do anything wrong. It was the most beautiful love. It was the most sacred blessing, and it just seemed to go away. And you're just very nostalgic, and it's okay. Just go with the flow and don't overthink. Just know that, you know, divine has your back always, and they're always looking over this connection and blessing this connection. But you're very nostalgic. This, you know, in the Christian faith, Christmas is coming soon. And this is a time of year where you resurrect the memories. It can be very tough. There's nothing more than you want to spend that moment with your divine masculine. And I feel there is a miracle on the horizon for some of you. I know that when I was in physical separation with my twin, it was tough. It was debilitating. And at Christmas, you know, I was so hopeful. Mind you, it didn't come until the following Christmas, but nonetheless, I bought him a Christmas present. I wrapped it. I put it underneath the tree, just waiting. Sure as shit, like the following Christmas, I just took that box out and gave it to him. So you're feeling extremely nostalgic and somewhat vulnerable. There's challenges right now in your life, and it has to do with self-worth. So some of you, you know, this 4-leaf clover, looking at the shadow, and there's 3 leaves there. Some of you are just feeling this sense of unworthiness, and if you're new to this journey, it's heart crushing, and you do go to your self-worth. Like it does compromise your self-worth, and you don't feel worth. Like you're just like, why? And resonates with the nostalgia. You are beautiful. Your worth is worth more riches in this world, diamonds, gold, rubies, emeralds, whatever it may be. You're beautiful and you're worthy. And that's one of those things that manifestation, meditation, and keep manifesting the value of your worth, because you are very worthy and your worth is priceless, I guess is the best way to put it. It's challenging. And most, excuse me, most twins, unfortunately, that come into each other have some self-worth issues, but you're beautiful. We're all beautiful. In past life, you've come to realize that this is a past life connection, and you've been dreaming this, and actually the wisdom, the knowledge, and the guidance is coming to you. So you have this, I want to say, sixth sense or amplified intuition that you have been together for many past lives. And that's probably the nostalgia there as well. You're like, I know we've been together for past life. And again, just to give you an example, I never ever triggered my beloved to say anything. He came up with a lot of this stuff on his own. And he would say, I'm sure we have a past life connection. It stems so far back. And, you know, they know, the masculine knows. It's just you don't know they know. It's complicated. So beautiful. And if you could say anything to the masculine, what would it be? I'm going to put all the cards back, and I'm going to shuffle. And here we go. Thank you. And I love it. Two cards, please. Two cards. Thank you. That one just wants to come out. Oh, I love it. Okay. So you're doing well. Sorry, too many. And let's just ask for one. Thank you so much. All right. Beautiful. Love it. So, of course, when we created and developed these beautiful decks, it was because predominantly masculine, but it's different. You just reverse it. I think you're a god, a prince, and a king. Absolutely. Oh my gosh. I used to write this down in my journal over and over and over again when we were physically apart on Earth. I used to just say you're a god, you're a prince, you're a king, in shining armor type thing. And nothing could sway the love that I felt towards this masculine energy. And that's the same for you. And when we met, there was instant soul recognition. My soul is in shock. Yes, you navigate much of your journey in this shock and denial. And it's scary when you come in, because you instantly recognize. And you may have had a conversation like, I know we met somewhere before. You met somewhere in a past life. And your soul is eternal. And we house our soul here on earth with our temple, our body, our flesh, our bone. But the soul travels from lifetime to lifetime to lifetime. And if this is truly your twin soul, and it's one soul that inhabits two bodies, and it's just split, and you're looking for each other, you do absolutely always recognize. How could you not? And I have been yearning for you my entire life. That sense of longing is gone. So exactly. Some of you may have been navigating your life, I don't want to say as a lie, but you never really ever felt like you fit in. And you're just navigating your journey of life, and you just never felt like this, it was almost like fake. And when you came into your twin, you were longing for something your entire life. Let's put it that way. And then when you came into them, that longing was immediately gone. It just went away. I feel like I've been navigating my whole life, and this is exactly where I should be at this moment in time. And it's beautiful. And I'm seeing the signs and synchronicities. So you're seeing all sorts of things, divine, feminine, and masculine energy. They want you to know this. They're seeing the signs and the syncs. They're very strong. And when they're so strong like that, it means that something is working the universe is working in the background and aligning and harmonizing this beautiful, beautiful energy. So, very good. Love it all so much. What is the overall energy? So again, I put these cards back. What is the overall energy of this beautiful connection? And it is, let's call for 4 cards. So this is as of the moment. And what is the overall energy? Oop, that one fell out. So I'll have to take it. It fell out. Sorry, folks. Oops, fell on the floor. Let me just fix things here. There we go. Oh, too much. Okay. So there we go. And one last card. Oh, yes, I wanted to go over this. Okay. So let's go here, and let's use these three cards. So we have ascension, we have higher self, and we have rest. When you're ascending to your higher self, and there's so much out there like higher consciousness and ascension, and for some it's like what does that even mean? Awareness, self-awareness. That's what that means. So you come into your true self, and when you get in there, you have this your higher self and higher consciousness, and it's God. That's what it is. But when you go through this ascension, you go through it rather quickly, and it's not voluntary, and it's exhausting, and you can suffer many flu-like symptoms as you're ascending, like the flu. Your body aches, and that's because you're clearing all of this dirty energy and coming into this beautiful energy, and it is exhausting. It can be very, very exhausting. So if you're feeling fluish, you're likely, if this is your journey, it could be an ascension flu, but by no means does this mean it is not the flu. So don't confuse it. You'll just know. But way back a few years ago, I was accelerating very quickly through this process, and I was feeling fluish. And again, this ascension flu, I wrote it in my journal. I didn't even hear of any of this stuff, but there was no rational explanation as to why I was feeling this way, just sore. And so many of you are, and just get that rest. But you're both going through this. You're both accelerating through this. You're both getting to your higher self, and it just get some rest and meditate and clear your mind. And lastly, the third party blocks. I want to say, I'm sorry, folks. This word nefarious. So there's some form of like I don't like it. Darkness. Because I don't like to use the word evil, because that's a spiritual trap. But darkness and criminal and fraudster. I don't know, and that could be the third party block. Some people are out there attaching to vulnerable hearts, and that's not what this is about. It's about guiding vulnerable hearts to the light of oneself and each other. Simply, that's all. It's not about money. It's not about any of that. Gifts are meant to be given, not taken. So there's some form of nefarious behavior going on, and that's your third party block. And now I'm going to do one last message, overall energy. Here we go. And sorry guys, these two ones. I'm so picky when it comes to stuff. I'm a bit of a perfectionist. I'm gonna ask for two fell out again. Sorry. But ironically, this is what fell the heart chakra. So I'm gonna ask for 4 cards, please. 4 cards. Thank you. If it's 3, I'll take it. And it is. I cannot believe this. Okay. So thinking woman, right? And this resonates with what I was saying earlier. Don't overthink. I know it's difficult. Some of you are just in that thinking, what, where, why, how, when, why is this happening? Just take that thought and put it into love and forgiveness, and stop letting it steal the moment of now and the precious gift and miracle that you've been given, and stop overthinking. I know it's hard. I was obsessed. I was like, there's something certainly definitely wrong with me. Like, I can't stop thinking about this person. Like, what the frig? And I just changed the way I maneuvered the path. And that was with the love in the heart. And just let the heart be the guide. And that's exactly it. The temple path. I have these two, and I just feel like they lead to one another. So 12 and 4, and you're on that path, the harmonious path to personal healing and happiness. You're doing the work. And despite what venom is out there and misguidance, you found the right place. You found the truth of yourself. And that's the most important thing. Trust you, your intuition always. And just keep the love in your heart. 9, broken heart. Why is this coming out? I've been speaking about the heart this whole reading. And it you know, when you come in together and you're in this beautiful bubble love, which is not sustainable, otherwise your heart would erupt and explode. It just would, trust me. You leave each other truly with a broken heart, because there's nothing more that you want both than to be in each other's arms physically. And it's about healing. And some of you have been brokenhearted from your past, and many times. And you suppress and push down that hurt and never truly deal with it in this lifetime. And that's what you're meant to do. So I feel like, please listen to that heart chakra and just meditate unconditional love for oneself, for each other, and for all in this world who need it. So today I want to give you some wisdom. It's been screaming out at me throughout, but I'm only going to give you one card. And these are wisdom, but they they call to me, so I have to listen. I'm going to ask for one card. And this is the wisdom. Like, what's the wisdom that needs to carry you forward here? And that one wants to fall out, so it's falling out. New life. Beautiful. And it's true. You both are embarking on a path with a new life. You're putting all the garbage and the toxicity behind you, and a new life, a new beginnings. I forget what my journal. I want to just read exactly what my journal said, because I have to. Good things on the way, a flow of abundance, and that's because of the new beginning. So just leave this stuff behind that no longer serves your soul. Feed your soul, starve it out, and you will just endeavor a new life, and you'll feel free. It's the most beautiful thing. So I'm going to, sorry folks, okay, give you 2 loving messages. Now, when I was doing these cards here, this came out. So as of when I blessed them, this came out here, and I wanted just to show you that. But I'm going to give you 2 loving messages to take with you today, wherever you may be in this beautiful world we live in. So I'm just going to move this a little bit over. Okay, there. And I'm going to ask for 2 cards, please. They just keep popping out on the floor today. They're energized, I guess. Just move this here. Sorry, folks. So we can ask for too many. This fell out again. So it's screaming. But I have 1 card, so. And the other one just fell on the floor. Just bear with me here while I grab them. I do not know what's going on with these guys today. They're showing off. Okay, here we go. So this is the front, and this is the front of this one, and it says, it is important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now's the time to give to yourself. That's exactly it. Thinking woman, thinking too much, overthinking. Spend some time with yourself. and just clear that energy field. And the best way to do it is with that heart chakra video. And lastly, emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but also can distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. And that's exactly it. It can distort your perception, this overthinking, and it can, and there is a theme here. Some of you are distorting your perception of this journey. And I always say, and I will always say, this is a journey of one's will, one's faith, and the restoration of who you're truly meant to be on this earth. So sometimes that venom of the mind is your block, and it prevents you from moving forward. And that is just, and now we have 2 more loving messages. I'm going to ask for 2 cards, please. That's 3. Do that. Thank you. And 1 more. Thank you so much. Let's set those over here. And it's upside down. From a physical perspective, some relations seem less than perfect, yet from a higher perspective, all relationships are sacred, for they help us grow in love and wisdom. Yes, absolutely. Some relationships seem less than perfect, and when you are in this separation, it is obviously not ideal, but it truly, with if this is your journey, and no one else can tell you this but you, if this is your journey, it's meant to teach you some lessons. It's meant to help you with so many things. I'm always here for you if you need something. I can't always get back to you in time, but let go of inhibitions, be creative, and allow your imagination to run wild. Your love life will transform in ways you never thought possible. Absolutely. Let go, let God. Break free of the attachment, the illusion of separation, and just let divine guide you back into the arms of each other. Manifest love, manifest touch, manifest forgiveness. So that's what I have for you today, folks. Again, I want to thank you all so much. If any of this resonates, kindly just hit the notification bell, thumbs up, sub, comment, and don't forget this free card giveaway. I will announce the lucky winner on Friday. Have a beautiful day, blessed souls.